Welcome friends, welcome to new series that is Geography through Maps, and today's our topic will be on Inland Waterway Authority of India. Inland Waterway Authority of India. Inland Waterway Authority of India, it is brought under Indian Waterway Authority of India Act of 1985, and it came into force in 1986, October 27th, 1986. Okay, and it is responsible for the inland waterways for shipping and navigation purposes. The primary projects which undertakes by the Inland Water Authority of India is to maintain the infrastructure near the national waterways and to see the economical status of the ports, and it will come under the Ministry of Shipping, Road Transport and Highways. Its headquartered is in Noida, and it has a sub branches too, that is at Patna, Kolkata, Guwahati, Kochi, and sub officers at Prayagraj, Varanasi, Bhagalpur, Farakka and Kollam. It is a statutory authority, it is a statutory body because it has been came through the parliamentary act, so it is called as statutory body. Okay friends, and as I earlier mentioned, that functions are to see the necessary infrastructure in these waterways, that is surveying economic feasibility, new projects, approving new projects or looking towards the new projects, and also for the administration. There are overall 111 official notified national waterways in India. Okay, and this is as per the National Waterway Act of 2016. Out of all 111 waterways, 106 were created in 2016, and National Waterway 1, 2, 3 are already is in progress, in operational, and rest are under construction. Okay friends, so Indian National Waterway Authority, Inland Waterway Authority of India, has a capacity of 55 million tons in 2017-18 and 72 million tons in 2018-19, and it has been targeted to 100 million tons by 2021-22. Okay friends, so let us wait and watch further what will happen in near future, and we'll move ahead. Now in this we have 6 major national waterways, so we'll see one by one from now. National Waterway 1, it consists of Ganga, Bhagirathi and Hooghly river system. Okay, and it runs from Haldia Sagar to Prayagraj across the Ganga, Bhagirathi and Hooghly rivers. It is consists of 1620 kilometers, making the longest waterway in India. It is the longest waterway of India. Its prime importance is considering the locational advantages, and it will passes through the following states, that is West Bengal, Jharkhand, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, and these serve the industrial hinterland in cities like Haldia, Howrah, Kolkata, Saran, Bhagalpur, Munger, Patna, Ghazipur, Varanasi, Prayagraj. It was declared as waterway in October 1986. It is navigable by mechanical boat up to Patna, the boat of Wadi. So here we'll see what is the term called as navigable. Okay friends, a body of water such as a river, canal or lake is navigable if it is deep water and slow enough for vessel to pass. That is high water speed may get unnavigable. Okay friends, so we will see the map location in this. So it is you can see this from where to where it will run, that is Haldia to Prayagraj. We'll see this in map. Haldia to Prayagraj. So Prayagraj, Allahabad, previously the Allahabad is called as now Prayagraj. The name has been changed by the UP government. Okay, so it runs from this Prayagraj to point A, Prayagraj to Haldia, point B, Haldia. Okay friends, so in this you can see the major important cities which are running through or passing through this National Waterway 1, that is Prayagraj, Varanasi, Balia, Buxar, Chunar, Patna, Bhagalpur, Papur, Farakka, Sahibganj, Kolkata, Haldia. Okay friends, so now let us see the National Waterway number 2. National Waterway 2, it is opened in September 1988 and it is a section of the Brahmaputra river. It is of totally 891 kilometers. It is between Bangladesh border. It is between the Bangladesh border near Dhubri to Sadia in Assam. Near Dhubri to Sadia in Assam. So let us see this in our map. So you can see here, this is your Dhubri and this is, so now let us see next one, that is National Waterway number 3. National Waterway number 3. It is of 168 kilometers and it is also a navigable route. Okay, located in Kerala, runs through Trivandrum, Kasaragod, and was declared as a national waterway in 1993. Okay, in addition to the main Udagamandalam, Champakara and Udagamandalam canals are navigable and connect the industrial centers of Kochi to Kochi port. Okay, it will connect from navigable port, that is Kochi to Kochi port. It was declared as the first national waterway in the country with 24 hours navigable facility along the entire stretch. So you should remember this. UPSC may ask the question like among the following national waterways, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, which waterway is 24 hours navigable system? Which waterway provides a 24 hours navigable system? That is your national waterway number 3. Okay, 24 hours 24 hours navigable waterway. Okay, next it has extended to Kozhikode as per the National Water Act of 2016. So you can see here Kozhikode to Kottapuram. Okay friends, Kollam to Kottapuram. Here it is your Kollam to Kottapuram. It is all about National Waterway number 3. Now we will see about National Water number 4. National Waterway number 4. It is of totally 1095 kilometers. It is declared as an Indian national waterway and is currently under development. It is not completed. So you should remember that National Waterway 1, 2 and 3 are totally completed, but National Waterway 4, 5 and 6 are totally under constructions, and it connects through the states of the Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Union Territories of Puducherry. If UPSC questions ask in this way, which of the following national waterway passes through the Union Territory, and it will give 4 options as National Waterway 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should remember as it is a 4 because it will passes through the Union Territory Puducherry Puducherry, only one Union Territory. Okay, and it runs along the Coromandel coast, that is Kakinada, Elluru, Komanuru, Buckingham Canal, and also it passes through the parts of Krishna and Godavari in South India. It is declared as a national waterway on 24th November 2008 under the provisions of the National Waterway Bill of 2016. So previously we have saw that it is the National Waterway Bill under 2016, but this is under 6. So National Waterway 3, it will come under National Waterway Act of 2016, but your National Waterway 4, it will come under National Waterway Bill of 2006. So this difference you have to keep in mind. Okay friends, next, the National Waterway Act of 2016 has extended the length of the National Waterway 4. First of all, prior to this it was only 1078 kilometers. Okay, 1078 kilometers, and it has been extended to 2890 kilometers, connecting the Krishna and Godavari rivers too. Okay, the project was being undertaken in 3 phases, and it should be and it was the first phase of this is began in 2017, October 2017, and to be completed in 2019. That is, it is talking about only about first phase, not the entire second and third phases. Okay friend, so now let us see the map pointing based questions on National Waterway number 4. National Waterway number 4. Just a second, let me write this for your convenience. Right friends, so it passes through Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Union Territory Puducherry, Krishna, Godavari, South Indian coasts. Okay, so we can see here in this map, so it is from Kakinada to Pondicherry. Okay, and what are the major important cities which is located in between the route, that is National Waterway is of 1095 kilometers, which I have said you earlier. So the important cities in between is Vijayawada in Andhra Pradesh, next Komanur Canal, next the Ganjam, Buckingham Canal, Chennai, next Kaluvela Tank. Kaluvela. Now we'll talk about the National Waterway number 5. National Waterway number 5, it covers the states of Odisha and West Bengal. It covers the length of the 623 kilometers, and out of 623 kilometers, 91 is under will flow under West Bengal. The rest 532 kilometers is under Odisha. Okay, it was declared, and it was declared as a national waterway in 2008. So you have to remember this. It will National Waterway number 5 will flow in 2 states, that is West Bengal and your Odisha. Okay, and it is of 623 kilometers. We'll see little bit map pointing questions regarding this. So this is your map pointing regarding the National Waterway number 5. Here is your Kolkata. Just a second. Yeah. Here your Talcher. This is your Talcher, and this is your Kolkata. So we can see here what are the important sites or cities, you may say, which are located in between National Waterway number 5. Okay. So we will see only important ones, not everything. Okay. Here the Paradeep. It is an important port too, and it is a major port also. Next is Mangalgadi. Okay, next is Mangalgadi, Dhamra. Next Mahanadi Delta. You can refer this Mahanadi Delta too. Okay friends. Next is River Brahmani. Okay, it is on East Coastal Canal. Okay. This is your Odisha Coast Canal, and that's it, right? This is for your National Waterway number 5. Okay. Next we'll see about National Waterway number 6. National Waterway number 6, it is announced in budget of 2013 and 14. It runs between the Lakhipur Bhanga of the Barak River. It is of the Barak River. Okay friends, passes through the number of states, that is Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram, Manipur, Tripura and Arunachal Pradesh. Sorry, it will help in these all states, not passes through, it will help in these all states. Okay friends, now let us see overall picture of the National Waterway number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this is all about the national waterway number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your 6. So we'll see a glance of all things, everyone. So national waterway number 1, it is from Haldia to Allahabad, that is Prayagraj. Okay, it is of 1620 kilometers. It passes through the several states, that is UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, and West Bengal. National waterway number 2, that is Dhubri to Sadia. It is of 891 kilometers, and it passes through the states of Assam, West Bengal, Arunachal Pradesh, and Meghalaya. It is passes through totally 4 states. You should remember this. Okay, friends. Next, national waterway number 3. National waterway number 3. It is on eastern coastal plains. It is between the Kollam to Kottapuram. This is your Kollam and this is your Kottapuram. Okay, friends. And it is of 205 kilometers. The states which is served by the NW3, national waterway number 3, is of only Kerala. It won't passes through from any other states. And your national waterway number 4 covers national waterway 4. It is passes through the eastern coastal plains, that is Puducherry to Kakinada or Kakinada to Puducherry. You can see this. Okay, and it is of 1878 kilometers. States which served under this is Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, one union territory, that is of Puducherry. And national waterway number 5, it is of Brahmani Delta Canal. Okay, it consists of 588 kilometers. And states which has served is Odisha and West Bengal. And national waterway number 6 is of that is from Lakhipur to Bhanga. It is in progress, and it is of 121 kilometers. States served in Assam, Mizoram, Manipur, and Tripura. This is 4 states. So friends, from here we can say that we have completed our discussion on Inland Waterway Authority of India and what are the important national waterways in it. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, but the thing is, here you should remember much more in this. Okay, UPSC may confuse you in the following manners, as it can say some of the important questions which can be asked in UPSC, that is which national waterway is the longest of the following. National waterway number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have earlier discussed that 2, that is national waterway number 1. And which is the lowest, which is the smallest national waterway out of the all waterways, which are national out of the 6 waterways. So it is of 121 kilometers, that is national waterway number 6. And it can say out of it can say out of the following, and out of the following operational waterways, which is the lowest. So 1, 2, 3 is only in operation. So out of 1, 2, 3 will be your shortest national waterway. So you should remember in these way. So by this it will be very easy to you, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe for new updates, and if you have any doubts, queries, please comment in the below section. Thank you very much.